I personally struggle with lust. And as someone who's trying to overcome my lust so I can become a better person, I don't want to go into the gym to work out and see ass and tits in my face.
Your struggle with lust is a direct reflection of your lack of self discipline.
I personally
Make it make sense. You are struggling with lust and you go to the gym, a public gym. So you want all the girls there to wear a certain kind of clothing because you are struggling with lust. Like, make it make sense. So there should be a dress code for women only. But because you are struggling with lust, you don't want to be tempted. So you don't want to just don't want to see anything. So if women should have a dress code so that they can please you because you're struggling with lust. These men, I don't know.
struggle with lust. And as someone who's trying to overcome my lust so I can become a better person, I don't want to go into the gym to work out and see ass and tits in my face.
No hate to this creator at all. I just see a few flaws. Number one, for me, you talked about how you struggle with lust and you don't want to go to the gym seeing women butt naked. You struggling with lust is your own problem, and it's not up to women to change what they're wearing so then you aren't faced with lusting over them. You struggling with that is your responsibility to fix, not anyone else's, especially not a woman. That is your problem. And you could say it's disrespectful to be naked in front of people, whatever. But it is not their responsibility to say, he struggles with lust, let me put more clothes on. I also don't care that this guy has his profile pic as a shirtless picture. Again, live your best life, you do you. But I feel as though if a woman had a shirt with like a bra on or something like that, it would also be a problem. So I just think the double standard is a bit crazy. And I think the same goes for with the male loneliness epidemic and us saying it's basically women's responsibility and that's why men are lonely, because of women, instead of just holding men accountable. So I just think we need to look at the double standards before maybe we share or give our opinion.
I personally struggle with lust. And as someone who's trying to overcome my lust so I can become a better person, I don't want to go into the gym to work out and see ass and tits in my face.
Your struggle with lust is a direct reflection of your lack of self discipline. Black men need to take accountability for their lack of self discipline, self control, self awareness, and wait for this one, self esteem. Because only a person with low self esteem would allow what someone else is wearing to move them. You can literally turn the TV on and see a girl running on a beach in a bikini. And if you lack self discipline, then your lustful nature will rise. There will always be temptation. The question is, are you disciplined and centered enough to resist it?
I saw a video of a man saying that there should be a dress code at the gym because he's struggling with lust and he doesn't want to see like hot women there working out in like scantily clad outfits. We can have the gym, what's appropriate to wear to the gym conversation all day, but I never understood what people meant by struggling with lust. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why I will never be religious, because a lot of religions tend to demonize like natural human feelings. Because what do you mean struggling with lust? Do you mean you see a hot person and you get hot and bothered because you see a hot person and you get horny because you like what you see? Like, that's not struggling with lust. I feel like that's being human. I really do feel like that's being human. If you see somebody attractive, if you see somebody you like, your body has a reaction to it. Just notice that and go about your day. You don't have to be ashamed of that. And I feel like whenever you get really religious and you start thinking like your natural feelings and like your natural inclinations toward other people, whenever you start feeling like that's shameful to have or that's shameful to be experiencing, that's when we really get into the problems, because then people get repressed. They start getting angry towards the opposite gender because they're bringing up these sinful feelings in them. And that type of mindset is exactly how we end up with takes like wear more clothes to the gym because I'm struggling with lust. Fix your relationship towards sex and go outside. That's all I can offer you.
I personally struggle with lust. And as someone who's trying to overcome my lust so I can become...
So men who like think like this, I'm gonna hold your hand with this or hold your shoulder, whichever you prefer. But I'm gonna tell you this right now. Stop confusing lust for human nature. It's getting kind of weird at this point. Stop confusing it. Okay, like some of your excuses is like, oh, I don't want to see a woman with like a big butt or a big chest over that. There's a thing called self-control.
Sure.
Like, I go to the gym just to work out. Nothing more, nothing less. It's not that hard to like just look away. It's not that hard. And here's some steps like you can do it. Number one, just have, just don't look. Just have a goal. Like, if you're easily distracted by women's clothes, get something else to distract you, like music, a book, anything that can like help you get distracted. Anything. Stop thinking like human nature is a bad thing. Stop. Just stop. Because for me, like when I go to the gym, I'll be accidentally looking at some women and stuff like that. But then I just like quickly just like, oh wait, I'm at the gym. Let me just get back to work and stuff like that, you know? Because let me tell you, like they are now probably thinking about you. The only time they would think about you if you start staring at them for a very long time, like 10 minutes max. Or even less than that. Like, it's not hard to be weird. Just don't look. Or just simply just, again, find something that's going to distract you or help you focus, because it's not that hard. And I don't know why like men like have this thing where they have to make new standards for like people, especially with women. It's like, my guy, I can't even like work out. I really don't care what a woman wears. I really don't care what a man thinks. I just here to work out. So I did that. But yeah, that's my TED talk for today.
Personally struggle with lust. And as someone who's trying to overcome my lust so I can become a better person, I don't.
The fact that you don't think you're a good person because of your sexual desire tells me all I need to know about you, sir. You are not right up here. You're not right up here. So the whole video was, if you didn't see it, is this guy talking about some girls need to wear more appropriate clothes in the gym because he as a man cannot control his sexual desires. So when women tempt him with those desires, it makes it to a point that he can't focus on his workout. You know, he's the type of guy, allegedly, but he's the type of guy to women and blame it on them wanting it because of the way they were acting with him. Like, no, it's not a thing. It's actually so ironic. And at this point, I don't even think he's talking about the outfit of these women. I think he's trying to stop himself from doing something questionable to these women. Because there's no way. I've seen some baddies in the gym, and as a lady that get aroused by other ladies, I would look here and there, and I'm like, okay, she got that. She got that. That's it. Like, what else are you thinking? To the point that you come on the internet trying to defend how good of a person you are or how better of a person you're trying to become by not looking like a creep at the gym. Stop playing with me.
I personally struggle with lust. And as someone who's trying to overcome my lust so I can become a better person, I don't want to go into the gym to work out and see ass and tits in my face.
Here's the thing, right? I 100% agree with accountability. Okay, he struggles with lust. He has to control it. We can't control other people, right? What they do is what they do. If women want to dress naked, that's what they do, right? Hold yourself accountable. But here's the thing: where a lot of women their logic stops at a certain point. So I'm going to give you this point of view. Correct. Accountability. You can't control other people. You can only control yourself. So plus, I'm going to say this. Props to the man who's saying he's saying his feelings, right? He's saying how he feels. He struggles with lust, and the war around him. He hopes that people would be more modest. But fine, whatever. But this is the thing where a lot of women seem to not understand accountability fully. He struggles with lust. He has to control himself. Him. But do we think that we live in a world where 100% people are good? Right? Do we live in a world where 100% people are good? You can't control other people. So you as a woman, dress however you want. Dress however you want. Okay? You can come out naked for all anyone cares. Men will probably love it. But you can only control yourself. So if you attract a man that does struggle with lust, but he doesn't control himself, that is on you. You don't deserve it. I'm not saying that a woman deserves it, but I'm saying she's accountable for her actions. She's saying she's accountable for her actions. What she did to facilitate or to perpetuate or, to be in those kind of situations. Like I said, I don't say she deserves it. I'm not saying she deserves it. But again, we can only control ourselves. We can't control other people. Just like crime, right? We would hope that we control ourselves. Don't commit crime. Don't commit crime. But there are people out there that don't give a shit, that don't have self-control. That is reality we live in. That is reality we live in. Now, yes, I agree that there's cases where, a woman can be covered up, a burqa and all stuff, and maybe even still harassed. But still, that shows you that, nothing is perfect. The world isn't perfect. But like I said, the best you can do is control yourself. You cannot hope or push control onto others. You cannot stop a terrible person from being a terrible person. What you can do is control yourself. That is the world we live in. That is accountability. Okay? You are accountable for your actions. People always say that's victim blaming. Here, it's accountability. I view it as accountability. You control your actions. If you want to step out to the world wearing bras and panties, that is your choice, right? That is your freedom. But you're not free from consequences as well. There are consequences in life, okay? Walking in the street, you may get hit by a car. Doesn't mean that you deserve it, right? It doesn't mean you deserve to get hit by a car. But there are consequences from pretty much every action you make. That is accountability. You control your actions. So please, if women supposedly understand accountability, how about understand it to the fullest, okay? Understand it to the fullest. I really wish women would understand it to the fullest. Please don't misconstrue I'm saying that. Again, I don't say women deserves anything. But it seems like a lot of times women live in an imaginary world, right? A utopia that they hold. Seems like they understand that men are you know, there are dangerous men out there, but how they go about the world, does it seem like there's dangerous men? And that's the thing where you said you choose the bear over the man. If you go around the world like men are not dangerous, you go about the world like nothing will happen to you. That's the understanding of it. So are men dangerous or are they not, right? And do you believe in accountability or do you not? Because when we hold women accountable, you say it's victim blaming. So you believe it's holding this man accountable for his feelings or his urges. But that's not a victim blame or anything. It's like, you know.
Whether I just walked into the gym or whether I just walked into the nightclub. We need dress codes in gyms ASAP. I'm tired of seeing a bunch of fully grown men and
the conversation about and around like gym attire often like disguises itself as, you know, morality and discipline and like what's the other word that a lot of women are, you know, trying to like not prude, but like it'll come to me when I don't need it to come to me. But anyway, it disguises itself as that, but it's not that at all. It exposes something else, and that is the inability to take responsibility of your own impulses. There is often like a misdirection when it comes to exposing women for what they're wearing in the gym. Now, don't get me wrong, if you're wearing just strictly thongs and like that, I could see that. Why would you want to do that? I don't know, but I'm not going to judge because I go to the gym strictly to work out. I'm not searching and scoping for what people have on and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say about this whole thing, because you went from making a video about there needs to be a gym, blah, 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 there needs to be a gym dress code attire. And then in another video, you were like, well, I struggle with lust. How does that work? So you want your triggers to control themselves so you aren't triggered. Therapy. Instead of, you know, working on emotional regulation, you shift the accountability onto women so you do not have to do the work, which often happens a lot of times. Starting in grade school when girls couldn't even wear spaghetti straps because apparently boys got turned on by shoulders. You refuse to do the work, so you're like, we need dress code. We need to bring back dress code that we had in grade school and bring it into the gym because I can't focus. I can't keep composure. I don't have restriction for myself, so I need you guys to do better so I don't get triggered and just, you know. And blaming women for your internal experience is textbook. You have to do better. Honestly, I am begging for people who think like you to go. I need you guys to, you know, go to therapy. Honestly, I need you to work on healing. And to the women, I see a lot of women commenting, yeah, these women need to stop. Like, I can't even go to the gym without blah, blah, blah. You don't even go to the gym. I'm sorry. A lot of you guys speaking on this don't even go to the gym. Y'all don't. I'm not making excuses for girls who are, like, literally wearing pieces of string to the gym. But I don't see that at my gym at all. I don't. And there's not even a dress code there. I think you guys are just picking out the very few, the small handful of people who go there in thongs and a bikini top. Mind you, in the 80s, they were wearing literal bathing suits over leggings. But I digress. I want to know what you guys think. Well, honestly, never mind. Because a lot of y'all already tell us what you think every other blue moon. Every other business day, you're like, we need dress codes. We need dress codes. Shut up. Let me come back on here and say one more thing because I forgot to say this. How do we go from y'all being upset that women want women only gyms to coming on here and like getting mad at what the women wear? Because I don't see any women complaining, like any women with like common sense and who aren't male centered complaining about what women wear to the gym. Maybe we do need separate gyms. Maybe we need that, but you guys are fighting so hard for us not to have separate gender anything. So I don't know where to go with this. I'm just irritated because you guys come on here every business day complaining about absolutely nothing. Go to the gym, work out, and go home.
I know there's always debates around before now, like we need dress code. Even women come online to say, "Oh, I'm tired of seeing a lot of women dress a certain way to the gym. You expose your body." Da, 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 da. Men will say, "You have to have a dress code. Your titties are out, your house, everything. We can literally see what is on what you're wearing under. We can see the color of your panties." And I'm like, I go to the gym, so I don't think looking at what somebody is wearing, if you are exposing your boobs or yeah, is none of my business. If you really go to the gym to work out, if you really go to the gym to work out, I don't think you care about what somebody is wearing or not. If the person decides to wear pants, bra, whatever, I don't think well, even once you see it, you just continue whatever you're doing. You're lifting every weight. You're trying to do how many reps. You have you have a goal. You have a goal. So if somebody is dressing, I will be sitting down to be looking, okay, this person dressed a certain way, this person. What is your business? If you are lustful or whatever you call yourself, why are you staring and really, really looking at the ass? Why are you really, really looking at it? Even if it's in front of you, change space. That's why the gym is big. If the woman comes to your front to bend down or try to do squat or whatever in front of you and you because it's affecting you, leave that place. It is a public gym. If you have a problem with what people are wearing, go and have your own private gym or go when nobody is there. There's a time in the gym that people don't come. If I want to work out and I want to be alone in the gym because it's not a private gym, it's a public gym, I go around 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. I'll be maybe I'm the only one or me and one other person. Just if I want to be alone at the gym. If you want to be where people are so crowded, go early in the morning or go later in the evening. I don't understand why people just decide that there should be a dress code. See, no matter how they even bring the dress code, gym wear is supposed to be a leggings and a bra top or whatever. If you want to wear jackets, yes. If you want to make it short, it can even be short. See, even in my gym, there's this particular guy that wears boxers. I don't know if it's box. I don't even know, and he wears a trouser. So what he does is he bring down the trouser down his bum bum. I don't know how to explain it, and he walks out like it literally pulls it down his bum bum. His whole bum is out, but because his boxers is very tight, the tight one that looks like pants. You will see everything. If it was a woman, nobody talks, nobody say anything. What I'm trying to say, it was a woman that was doing that actually wears this thing down the bum bum. Like, I don't know how to explain it, you guys. Everybody's going to be on now, like drag your trouser up now. I've never seen anybody told him to drag his trouser up because to me, very disgusting. But I don't care if that is how he wants to be. Let him showcase his bum bum. But I don't understand. But if it's a woman that is doing it, it's a problem. Okay, you are saying that when you see women wear a certain clothing, you feel a certain kind of way, but you are shirtless on your profile picture. These men are the ones that don't even wear clothes to the gym. And they're the ones that are quick to tell you, oh, why did you not wear a certain oh your nipples are out. These are the ones that don't even wear anything. They wear singlets and everything is showing. Even them, they're the ones that their nipples are even pointing the more. And they come and feel like they can actually control what women are wearing. If you have a problem with what people wear to the gym, go and have your own private gym. It's simple. Start buying your equipment small, small. Before you know, you already have your own private gym. You don't have to be exposed to whatever. But if you're going to a public gym and you're thinking you want to impose your whatever to people, you have a problem because it's not going to work. If you're lustful, maybe be doing your gym at home. Buy the equipment and stay in your house. But if you want to go, I'm saying there should be a dress code. So people should wear, everybody should wear a baggy trouser and a big top because they want to go to the gym because you are there. So that they will not, you know, tempt you or whatever he's saying. You guys, this old dress code and the thing pisses me off because I don't understand why it is a problem. People say, oh, some women even insult women that wear a certain clothing to the gym. Oh, well, we can see your bum, we can see your panties, we can see. Okay, look the other way. Like the person that wore it knows that she's wearing it and her bum she knows. So I don't know why it is a problem. I don't know why it is a problem. I don't know. I don't understand why people just feel like what somebody is wearing affects you, then you have to go and tell the person stop wearing it because it's affecting you. It's a lot. This whole thing actually even trend in my country as well. People are talking about gym wear, a particular gym that wears sort of people, women go there for prostitution. Like they just assume that you're going to the gym, you're automatically looking for a man. So because you're wearing a certain clothing to the gym, you're looking for a man. If you're comfortable with wearing the short something that you're wear it, if that is what you're comfortable with it, but some of us are not comfortable with it. Some of us wear long trouser shirt like it. You guys, I don't know. And the fact that you feel like because it's making you lustful, the women should change their appearance for you so that you're not going to be tempted doesn't make sense in my own opinion. You guys, what is your take on this video? Let me know your thought down in the comment section respectfully. As always, Sugar Mara Davis, and thank you so much for tuning into that video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you on my next one, guys.